Okay, so we've already tuned up, and you should take a moment, pause this, and do that too, because we're going to be playing together, and if we're not in tune, it's going to sound really bad. You won't be sure that you're on. I'm looking at Lavender's Blue right here, and we're going to spend today's class learning different parts of it in stages. Some of it might be easy for you, some of it you might get to a maxed out point, and that's okay. You just keep working on it with us. Okay, so this is Taryn. He's going to be you today, meaning that he will take on the role of the student, and so I will work with him and you do what he does. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the chords of Lavender's Blue. It starts off with a C chord like this. Go ahead, you do that too, and then we go to an F chord eventually, and then a G chord, and then back to a C chord. And pretty much that's the whole song. You just got to be able to do it in time and all those other things. Some people are still having problems with the F chord. Some people are still having problems with the G chord. Let's try this in a few different ways. So to begin with, let's try G6. You can do this right now instead of the G chord, and we'll just try this. So well, I'll try this. C, you play C. And then I'm going to play F, you play F. Now I'm going to play G6 and C. Okay. Let's try the first line using a G6 instead of a G. And what's going to happen here is we're just going to play one chord per measure. I'll demonstrate what that looks like. It goes Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, and then F. Lav, G6, Vender's green. Okay, and try that with me. You don't have to sing. You don't have to sing. I'm just singing so we have a reference point. Singing will be in a different video. All right, here we go. Ready? C chord. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, F chord. Lav, G6, Vender's green. Make sure that when you play the G6, you've got your second finger there and your first finger there. I take my F chord, drop this guy down, and then pivot to there. Okay? Let's keep going through the song. Here we go. F chord, G6 for G's. When I am king, dilly dilly, just the G6 chord. You'll be my queen. We're on line 3. You should be watching your music too, right? Here we go. Who told you so? Dilly dilly, F. Who, G6, told you so? Here we go again. Last line, F. 'Twas G6, mine own heart. Dilly dilly, F. That G6 told me so. Okay, we're going to do the whole thing one more time, but with G's. Now, if you know that you can't do the G, just play G6. If you're having trouble with the G6, you could just go and play a C major 7 with your 2. Okay, it's not going to sound quite right because we keep losing notes from the G chord, but it's the beginning of a G6, and then actually should be played with this finger, sorry, and then G6 and that. Remember our practice chord assignment number 1, I think 1 C and 1 D. So do whichever you can, or you can go for it, but then get back on. All right, here we go. So use the proper G chord this time if you can. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, F. Lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, G. You'll be my queen. Good. Here we go. Third line. Who told you so? Dilly dilly, F. Who told you so? Last line. 'Twas my own heart. dilly dilly, that told me so. Okay, all right. We're gonna do this again, but you're gonna do 3 things now. Whenever there's a C chord, you're gonna play the C chord. Whenever it says dilly dilly, you're gonna sing dilly dilly. I'm gonna play all the F and G chords. Even if you can play everything right now, just go with it. We're gonna do this once. So it would look like this. We'll do the first line. We'll go lavender's blue, and then you sing dilly dilly. I go lavender's green. See how that works? So you sing any dilly dilly with us, and you do all the C chords. Here we go. Ready? Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you'll be my queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly? Who told you so? 'Twas my own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Okay, good. Now, we're gonna do the same thing again, except you have to play the G chords as well. If you don't think you can play a G chord, play a G6, okay? But if you can, this way. So that means at the beginning it'll be like lavender's blue, dilly dilly, and you have the whole time where I'm doing the F chord to get ready for the G chord. So I'll be like this, love, but you'll be like, okay, there's my G chord. Lavender's green. Can we just try the Lavender's green? So get a G chord set up like this, and I'm gonna go like this. Lav, G chord, Lavender's, C chord, green. So like that. So if you need to, completely drop out during the F chord. Actually, you can even drop out earlier after you do your second C chord on Lavender's blue, because there's nothing else to play until we get to the G chord and you get this set up. Okay? So C chords, sing dilly dillies. Actually, don't sing dilly dillies this time. Just get set up for the G chord. Play the G chord, play the next C chord. Here we go. Ready? Lavender's blue. Go get your G chord set up. Dilly dilly. Lavender's green. And when I am king, dilly dilly. You got this? You'll be my queen. Third line. Who told you so, dilly dilly? Who told you so? 'Twas my own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. All right, and if that's working for you, don't forget you can go back and quickly rewind any of these steps and do it perfectly, or work on that. All right, shall we try the whole thing now? Okay, you notice that we're not having you sing, and we're not having you play beats. And what I mean is strumming like this. You're not going oops, with the beat. Lavender's blue. Because it's another thing that's complicating stuff here. It also makes it so you have to delay getting to your next chord. You have to be much quicker doing this than if you were able to go and get set up and then like that. Okay, so don't worry about that. That's something you can put together on your own later. You can practice with this or the reference track video, but right now just try and get all the chords in the places where they go. Don't bother singing unless you really must. Okay, here we go. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. If the G chord's not good for you, just do the G6. When I am king, dilly dilly, you'll be last line. 'Twas mine own heart, dilly dilly, that so told you so. I was about to say sold you toe. Oh well. Okay, great. Good. This last time we're going to do this now. I'm going to play the whole thing strumming, and if you want to just play the chords, one strum per bar, or when they change like at the F and the G, that's great. If you feel like you can strum with me, great, or parts of it, that would be good too. And why don't you sing dilly dilly when it happens as well, okay? So do as much as you can strumming, get all the chords, and we'll sing dilly dilly together. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, good. Lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you'll be my queen. And who told you so, dilly dilly, who told you so? 'Twas mine own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Nice. All right, thank you. And like I said, you want to go through this video, and whichever part you need to work on, just work on that part. You could even just play that last time and do it over and over again and sub in the things that you want to. There's no point in trying to do it all in one go if you're struggling with any aspect of it. Break it down. Like maybe, let's try F, G, and C. But what we're going to do instead is go F. Now, say we can't do a G or a G6, we can still put our middle finger down there and play a C major 7 for Vendors, and then green, right? That's pretty good. Let's do that 3 times together, and you can do this too even if you've got this down. F chord, C major 7, and C. Okay, 2 more times. F chord, C major 7, and C. 1 more time. Here we go. Oops. F's, right? Here we go. F's. F's and C major 7s and G. Now this time, we'll do it a couple times. You're going to go F, get your major 7 on there and just pivot and put the G6 in place. Here we go. Ready? F, put the C major 7, pivot, G6, and C. Good. Let's do it 2 more times. F, put your C major 7 down there, pivot, make a G6, and C. And 1 more time. F, G6, and C. Now, once you've done that and you're really comfortable with it, you can go G6, throw the G in there, and C, like that. And just work on that, okay? All right. Happy practicing. Next video, we will be working on the melody, note by note by note.